So we're going to demonstrate how a manual transmission shifts gears and achieves different gear ratios. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. This is a 5-speed out of an old 93 Jeep Wrangler. Okay, so this is your shift forks and shift rods. All right, now this of course is the input shaft that connects to the clutch disc. And this of course is the output shaft that goes into the transfer case, which eventually goes to the differentials and the wheels. So right now we're in a neutral position, which means the input shaft will spin and the output shaft goes nowhere. That's why you can let the clutch out of neutral and not go anywhere. So long story short, this is the power coming in right here. That's the input shaft. And then the torque goes down into the cluster and gets distributed among the gears on the main shaft. This is first gear, this is second, this is third. Fourth gear locks the two shafts, the input and output shaft together to give you a one-on-one. Fifth gear is here in the back, and then you have your reverse idler. So now we're going to get ahead and shift it into first gear and show you how this works. So basically, this gear, none of these gears up here are locked to the main shaft. They're spinning free on the main shaft right now. This is the main shaft. They're spinning free on that. So we're going to lock this gear right here, first gear, onto the main shaft right now. Okay, shifting into first gear now. So when I turn the input shaft 1 revolution, you'll see the output shaft will spin less than 1 revolution. Here we go. 1 revolution, and that's how much the output shaft turned. It turned a quarter of a turn, if you can see the tie right here. Now we're going to shift into second gear, which means we're locking this gear to the main shaft. Okay, we're going to shift from first to second. All right, now we're in second gear. We've got this gear locked to the main shaft. Well, now we're going to spin at 1 revolution, and you'll see that the output shaft turns a little bit more in second. That's almost a half a turn now. Okay, now we're going to shift into third. So now we've locked third gear to the main shaft, and we'll spin at 1 revolution. And you can see that now it's about 3/4 of a turn. Okay, now we're going to fourth. Now at this point, we just locked the input shaft to the output shaft, and it's going to spin one-on-one. Now here we go. 1 revolution, one-on-one. Made 1 turn. Okay, now we're going to lock it into fifth gear. You notice the fifth gear is smaller than all the other gears because it's overdrive. Okay, going into fifth. Now it'll spin more than 1 turn. As you can see, it's about 1.25 turns. That's overdrive. All right, the last one's reverse. We just incorporate the reverse idler. And now it'll spin backwards. Okay, and there's 1 revolution backwards. Thanks for watching.